The eAdapt research team visited several projects and schools across Europe to get a better understanding about how adaptive teaching and a corresponding usage of digital tools are shaping and reshaping the learning experience in the classroom and beyond. Join us in this video when we visit Estonia, talk to expert and experience adaptive teaching in the Tartu area.
Yeah, in Estonian schools, all the schools use learning management systems, where every student gets individual feedback, and the parents are also involved in this, so that the parents also get feedback. And parents are involved in adapting the learning experience for their kids. In addition, additional work, additional tasks, assignments are given to students depending on their personal needs. For that, we actually, for example, we use e-school bag, which is a collection of thousands of learning materials. And if the rest of the class have already finished with something, and one student needs more attention, then the teacher can give an extra task for the other students, and he or she can continue with the one needs more support, in addition to support given by peers, which is also quite common in our case in small group work.
In our school, 20% of them, students can choose their own. So if they come to our school in 10th grade, they have 142 courses that they can choose between. They have to choose, it's 20 courses in 3 years. So in one cycle, they have 5 obligatory courses, and then they can choose two extra. Mm-hmm. So that's, most of the high schools work like that. Okay. So, and they can choose whatever they want. They can go and in 10th grade, they can learn how to, 3D model, then they can learn how to give medical help, then they can learn the old Latin or antique languages, they can learn to draw, they can go to University of Tartu to do something with genes.
So Estonian schools and teachers in Estonian schools use technology quite actively. According to our DigiEffect project observations, in every 4th lesson out of 5, technology has been used. And what is also good, that very often technology is used in constructive assignments, so that the teachers ask the students to activate their initial pre-knowledge, and then they combine the knowledge with something new they learn. What is maybe a challenge is that we would like to see the technologies also more used to support interaction between the students, not only interaction between the student and technology, so that's a challenge. Another challenge what we see is that the technology is usually applied to enhance the operations in educational process, but we would like to see more that it's also used to enhance the quality of the learning process and learning outcomes.
So as a young teacher myself, I'm still learning. What can I do? So I am in a constant process of searching for answers, searching for ideas, searching for technologies or hardware, software, which I can, for example, order for me to use. So the short answer for this is that as years go by, I try to diverse my teaching methods more and more to make it, first of all, more exciting, more challenging, more rewarding, and of course more up-to-date, because this young generation is so hands-on with technology. We cannot deny it, we cannot sweep it under the rug. It's here to stay, the technology, and since they will be living in technology anyway, so that's why we need to implement technology into their studies so that they can get more comfortable doing serious stuff with technology as well, not just for social media or something. So they need to learn how to use technology to do good, to do well.
We also have that kind of website, I don't know if you're familiar with this, educationestonia.org. And it gives quite a good short overview about different solutions, like digital solutions for school management. They have state-provided e-school bag, which has thousands of learning materials developed by the teachers. All the teachers can share. Well, that's like one portal to collect all the teacher-generated, but also university people could provide materials there. And then there are some tools even to create new materials, like online tests or web-based learning objects or something like that. Teachers can actually guide students to different materials. Basically, you can search for different materials for some different materials I could use several years ago. Exercises, different kinds of learning objects, worksheets, games, simulations, presentations, animations. And then options, you can share it in your Studium, which is the learning management system you saw yesterday, and then learning goals and materials, information.
Precisely because Estonia as a state, as a society, has invested so much also into a culture that sees technology as a partner rather than a competitor. Obviously, we're dealing in most of cases with teachers who are already professional. So they have already been formed as teachers. So the challenge is how to help them transform their practice, change their practice when new technologies are coming, or when society sees that certain technologies are ready to be widely adopted, either because the students are adopting them, so we have to sort of catch up with that, or because we see that there is some kind of meaning in including technologies into the classroom. I always feel that our job as researchers and as educational technologists is to assist teachers and also students. We as researchers and as educational technologists, people interested in seeing how technology can help. But in general, the idea is always the same. How can we actually introduce, appropriate these technologies in ways that make sense as to the values that we want to preserve when it comes to education, and not just learning, but education, which is something slightly broader in scope.